we back. Episode 2, season 1. Man, you know the greatest conversation you could ever have on this planet, besides getting a bag of money, is understanding this female and male dynamic, this relationship thing, man. We coming back, man, on this episode 2, man. I'm talking about we're gonna do a little bit of follow-up. You know what I'm talking about? Man, to talk on this thing, man. We're gonna touch on some things, man, from this first episode. You know what I'm talking about? Man. Yeah. Man. Hey, man, we out here on the late night, man. We out here in the city, man. You know what I'm talking about? Old city, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? I have the beautiful, man, Miss Nene with me tonight, man. We're gonna rock this thing a little bit, man. We're gonna talk about, something about just this follow-up, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of, a little backlash, you know what I'm talking about, man. I got a lot of love, but there's a lot of backlash too popping over. But I got Miss Nene with me, man. We're gonna break this thing down. What's going down, baby? How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Man, how are you? Huh?
I'm wonderful.
Hey, and I appreciate you, coming out here, man, giving me a little bit of your time, man, to do your thing. You know what I'm talking about, man? And just kind of follow up with this thing, you know what I'm talking about? What you think?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
What I think about episode 1?
Hey, I mean, shit, yeah, you can go ahead and give me your honest opinion.
I thought it was pretty dope. I thought you kind of released some information that people may not really know about you personally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like you were speaking your truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was very interesting from a male's point of view of what you had to say about what you've been through.
Yeah. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. For me to put myself out there like that, you know what I'm saying? It was something that I was very mindful of in regards to just being, that transparent. But, does anybody really know me? My life is really an open book. I don't mind having communication, a conversation, you know what I'm saying, in regards to things that I go through. I know things that I go through is not something that's foreign to anybody, you know what I'm saying, that go through any kind of problem on this earth, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm just a dude that I don't mind putting it out there like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, from the purpose of the show, and when I talked about in episode 1, you know what I mean, is that, this is actually, you know what I'm saying, to bring people together, you know what I'm saying? It's helped me learn too, you know what I'm saying, to move forward and grow better and things of that nature. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we back, baby, you know what I'm saying? But I know we, you know what I'm saying, we had some backlash or some misconceptions, conceptions and things of that nature in regards to kind of what I've said and, and then talked about, so we're going to touch on it, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You had some stuff that people didn't like what you said.
A little bit, yeah.
They
was
in their feelings a little bit, you think?
Yeah. Sometimes it happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're human beings.
Okay.
But we're here to understand.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you say you play with your cards. What's the saying? I play with my cards face up.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. Absolutely. I'm with it.
Okay. Well, where we gonna start with this?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I know you got a line of questions, you know what I'm saying? People was, you know what I'm saying, in that DM, you know what I'm saying, in that inbox about, you know what I'm talking about,
it
man.
Was.
So let's touch on a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying, and we just go.
Okay. Well, one of the questions that I noticed on your comments, individual said, why entertain? Why and how is love in the moment a thing for you? So can you elaborate on that?
Elaborate a little bit in that love in the moment, man. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, for me, you know what I'm saying, period, like being in love in that moment, you know what I'm saying, being engaged in that moment, you know what I'm saying, is something that's priceless. You know what I'm saying? It's something that, you can't put a really a dollar figure on. You can't put a boyfriend or a label or a girlfriend or a label of any sort. It's just like that you're in this cosmic situation, you know what I'm talking about, and you're walking across these moon stars and quasars, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, we going there, man. Yeah.
Okay.
So that to me is love in the moment.
So I think part of that question is, why do you even entertain? Because for you, it's in a moment, but for a female, it could be, she could be catching feelings. So why entertain that in the moment for you? I mean, what is that for you? Like, is it just having fun? It's just something to do, or?
No, I really and genuinely, first and foremost, like I said, I'm and I said this in, episode 1 is that, I'm very upfront in regards to, kind of what I want to do with that particular woman and where we going. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm giving, and oftentimes I know with females how it go, I know emotions get involved and attached and things of that nature, and that that'll get lost. So too, they'll get lost in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because that moment sometimes takes them to a whole nother place as well.
Magical.
Right, man. And I love magic, man. You know what I'm saying? But, magic is nothing but, somebody pulling a trick. You know what I'm talking about, man? And that person knowing what the trick is, but somebody else don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's what I've done. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a person that's, very upfront and honest. And like I said, I think women get lost in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm definitely a moment guy, and yeah.
So what's understood don't need to be explained.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But I don't mind explaining it time and time again. Sometimes I have to do that, you know what I'm saying, with ladies and women that I entertain, you know what I'm saying, because I know sometimes it get there.
Okay. Another question that was on there, let's see. Another individual said, you cannot correlate men and Playboy, period. Mm-hmm. I feel like he has already contradicted himself several times. Uh-huh. If he himself can say he holds grudges after being hurt, whether it was intentional or not, he's not ready to love correctly or comfortably. What do you think about that question or comment that was from last week?
Right. Well, I mean, man, when you're talking about correlating a Playboy, you know what I'm saying, and a man together, to me, like I said, for myself, I think that those definitely run together, and I know you're going to ask me another question in regards to like the Playboy shit or whatever the case is a little bit later or whatever the case might be. But when you handle yourself a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying? Anytime I move with my children or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? I'll be with they be like, oh, we was at the circus like a couple of weeks ago or whatever the case is. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to take pictures with some of the acrobats and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, you cool, dad. Oh, I see you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Like I'm sitting here playing in the moment. You can see it. You can recognize it. You can feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's not this guy out here that's, you know what I'm saying? This is all this goofy stuff, man. I mean, I got uncles, you know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I'm saying, older cats that I like, man, and I mess with, man. And them boys, you know what I'm saying? Them boys is playing. They be handling their business. They take care of their kids. You know what I'm saying? They take care of their house. They take care of their situation and what happens and what goes on, man. That's Playboy to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to get this thing misconstrued when I get to talking about this Playboy talk, man. I think Playboy is not someone that's out here on this goofy stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's looking to try to play women. I'm not a player of women. You know what I'm saying? I'm a player of this life.
Okay, player of life. I mean, most women, I mean, when they hear that, they're going to automatically, it's a red flag, or, they going to jump to a conclusion like, he's a womanizer, or he likes multiple women, or whatever, whatever they judge that as. So, I mean, we'll get into that later, and you can kind of dissect the Playboy definition of what your Playboy definition is.
Yeah. We can talk on that, because I know it's a bunch of us out here, man.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Men and women. Trust and believe.
Absolutely.
So there was another question that kind of caught my eye. It stated, how can you demand or want respect from a woman if you've cheated in every relationship you've been in? How can you want that respect from a woman if you can't respect the woman or relationship that you're already in?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question as well, man. I respect it. The young lady that put that question out there too, man. That's a lovely young lady to put that out there, man. And I think respect is twofold. You know what I'm saying? As I said in season 1, episode 1, you know what I'm saying, is that, man, men talk respect in regards to love. Women talk that love. So the thing about it is that when that respect is lost, when a man does not feel that respect, that's just like he was cheated on. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to a young lady earlier today. We had a conversation and we talked about cheating. And I'm going to have an episode strictly about cheating, just to touch on a little bit of it, right? Cheating is not just you engaging in a sexual activity with a woman. To me, I think it's very highly psychological. And it's a recipe to that, as I spoke on And I'm gonna touch on that. I'm gonna touch on that a little bit later in some episodes. But when we talk about the whole cheating episode, right? But for me, when you have decided in your mind that you are going to cheat, that can go in a thousand different type of ways and 1,000 different type of mental aspects. I feel as though that when you are put in that specific type of position, is that you've got put into a place to where you don't have a choice. And I know that's crazy.
Everybody got choices.
Yeah, that's what the great E40 says.
Everybody got choices.
That's a jamming song, man. You know what I'm talking about. But sometimes, man, when you go through life and you go through these situations in regards to just someone's not being attentive to you, someone's not being what you need for them to be, and you can even communicate these things, right? You know what I'm saying? And when these things are not reciprocated in that particular type of relationship, whether that's mentally, psychologically, physically, emotionally, and that person's leaving it out and you're having a conversation with that person about, hey, this is what I need. And that person decides to ignore that,
So you think men cheat or certain, well, I ain't gonna say men cheat, but in your situation, you cheated because you feel like your feelings was dismissed or, whatever you had to communicate wasn't, taken care of but did that, when you cheated, did it fill that void you feel like you was missing?
Yeah.
Or was it just at the moment?
Yeah, in the moment, yeah. Because in the moment, I feel like if that moment lasts 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or whatever the case is, if I'm in that moment and that void is being filled, okay. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, man, check this out, man. Like, if you got you a man that's out here, man, he's working hard, man. He's on that 9 to 5, man. He's doing this hustle thing, man. In a legal type of way, man. He's putting in 10, 12, 14 hours, man. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's out here dealing with all of these, perils of life, man. Man, just big up that man. Just send that man a text message. Hey, baby, how you doing? You good? You straight? I'm just checking on you. A lot of us don't need you to run us up no damn sandwich or nothing like that. We don't need you to, come and, flip and do hoops and jumps and all that in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just let that man know, hey, I just care. A lot of times I think that women don't just let a man know, hey, I just appreciate what you do for us. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your hustle. I appreciate your grind. I appreciate the fact that you sacrifice for us. I think that's a lot of times if men just hear that, you don't need to cheat. You feel respected. You feel like that, you know what I'm saying, that you that nigga, you know what I'm saying? You feel like that you that man, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of times, or oftentimes, I think that's what's missed.
Okay.
Because I talk to a lot of men and that's what they go through.
So that's like your love language.
Yeah, me personally, yeah, it's definitely words. That's one of them was words of affirmation. Man, I wanna, like I said, I just want you to make me feel, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm, you know what I mean? Like I'm needed, you know what I mean? Or I'm respected, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean, and I feel like that goes both ways. It definitely has to be reciprocated.
Oh man, hey man, any lady I've never been with, man, they'll tell you, man, hey, I'm a flowers, cars, and candy type of guy.
Razzle and dazzle.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna come to that job, man. I'm gonna surprise you with them flowers, man. I'm gonna surprise you with them, you know what I'm saying, with them this and that's and the thirds, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. You want that new chain or something, baby? Hey, come on now.
Okay, we like Cartier.
Oh, you would go there, wouldn't you?
That's what's up. I mean, I feel like it definitely has to be reciprocated. Everybody, women, men, we all go through. Life is life, children, family, work, career, whatever.
Right.
So, it definitely has to be, I feel like, reciprocated on both ends
for
everybody to feel. But, I feel like sometimes people just do what they do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Some people, and some people do. Some people do. And once again, this is just coming out of mine and Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is coming out of what I personally either been through or I've seen people that's very close to me been through. So I know when them boys stepped out to do what they need to do, or I don't even know how to do it, or whatever the case is, those was the recipes. These are the conversations that we sit down and have. You know what I'm saying? I got a crew of partners, man. We got a think tank, man, in which we talk about these things. And I know that this is something that's very true. You know what I'm saying? And it happens, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You know, ladies, you know what I'm saying? Be mindful of that man, of what they're going through and what's happening on that job. You know what I'm saying? And what's happening to you. I don't care if you know what I'm saying? You out there digging ditches or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying, man? Hey, man, just reach out sometimes. Just tell your man you appreciate him, man. They go a long ways with us, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ladies, let y'all men know you appreciate them.
That's it.
I'm definitely an action person, so I can tell you, but I want to, show you as well. That's cool. And that's what I like to receive.
And I think that's a great thing, you know what I'm saying? And in regards to talking to somebody and understanding that, you know what I'm saying, you got to be able to have that, you know what I'm saying, conversation with that person to make them understand.
That's right. That's right. Okay, well, there was one more question that was on here. This one, I don't know. They stated, in regards to your last episode, it stated, yes, well, yeah, it's definitely giving facade. He knows what he's capable of, and he wants sometimes, but it doesn't match a thing he's saying. So they saying you ain't walking like you're talking is what it sounds like. It says verbiage is very important. He seems to be in the moment and very much hurt deep down. Men these days want to be praised so much because they're really not as confident as their job. I mean, their clothes, job, house, car, etc. makes them seem. What do you think about that? What's your response on that?
I know that was another one, man. That was kind of just very interesting to me. You know what I mean? You know, and a facade, man. I mean, if you're with a young lady, y'all together, y'all traveling through this life. You know what I mean? And you're going through the perils of, you know, just life and ups and downs, man. I feel as though that it's that woman's job and her duty. You know what I mean? In regards to filling a gap to make where you weak strong.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, hold on, what was that second part? Hold on, you said a facade and what else? Hold on, yeah, because that was kind of a loaded question. That was
giving.
Yeah, it was. But I like that question though.
It says he knows what he's capable of and what he wants sometimes, but it doesn't match a thing he's saying.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I mean, my yes mean yes and my no mean no. I never, like I said, I never personally lead on anybody in regards to trying to have a relationship, be in a relationship, whether we're monogamous or you're the only one or anything like that. So I don't know where that particular type of, I don't know where that person got that from that first episode or anything like that. Like I said, I'm very open with women when I talk to them, me personally. You know what I'm saying? And I know sometimes, what'll happen is people will lump you into the dudes that they talk to. They used to being lied to. They used to being gaslighted. They used to being, told one thing and the dudes do something else. I don't know if it's one woman that could ever say that about me that I speak to or I talk to or I run across. I don't ever do any of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm always out and about. I may be with a young lady. I may not be with one. I talk to people. I'm very approachable. I speak to everybody. I don't act all back office or anything like that. It's really not my personality or anything like that. So, I don't know where that, all of that was a great question. I just don't know where that kind of came from.
He came from somewhere. Yeah. He came from somewhere, definitely.
Did I miss any part of that?
Question?
I really want to delve into that question.
Okay. Right, so basically to me, it was saying that that you're putting on this facade, covering up or masking, that the hurt that you've been through. Because it's saying, that you are very much hurt deep down. Yeah. And that
well, I think too, because we gotta, I know it's kind of, multifaceted. So I think, with any type of breakup, what I'm saying, that you go through with males and females, I think the male always takes it, I go through it a lot harder. You know what I'm saying? I think so.
You think so? I think y'all move on a little quicker, or I don't know.
I mean, like I said, not in my situations. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anybody that's been close to me, I ain't never seen. I mean, women do move on a little bit faster than I've seen. I don't know on average of what the numbers is or, anything in that regards, but I don't know. I think dudes take it, a little bit harder. So you just never think your woman gonna leave.
Y'all get too comfortable.
Cause man, hey, you know what I'm saying? And that's probably a fact. That's probably a fact. I mean, I'm not going, like I said, I'm not a one-sided guy or anything like that. I definitely want to see it from, several different lenses and angles, you know what I'm saying? But I just know for myself personally, you know what I'm saying, I'm always gonna love hard.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna have a lot invested. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be very into that woman. I'm gonna be very, tentative, outside of my dumb shit.
Outside of your so the dumb shit gonna come with the
man,
it is what it is.
I mean,
okay.
Shit, you gonna have dumb shit too. I gotta deal with.
Yeah, that's true.
We all do. Yeah, we gotta figure it out.
So, there was another part of a previous question I asked you that was on your comments. It stated, I understand going into a relationship having your guard up after being hurt, which I feel like we all do that. You know what I'm saying? But at what point do you let your guard down and actually want to go further or move further?
I mean, I know with women, man, y'all guard to come down pretty quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Us guys, man, we keep our guard up a little longer. You know what I'm saying?
But so? I think it's the person, the individual.
Yeah, no, I think women, man, y'all loosen up pretty quick. You know what I'm saying?
It must be the dick.
Hey, shit, I know what my dick do. So,
oh Lord, I mean? Yeah, that ain't part of the question.
That's a whole other thing. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like women, you know what I'm saying, definitely loosen up a lot quicker in that regards, and let they guard down after being hurt. You know what I'm saying? A lot quicker. Just from what I can only go from what I can see in my experience and my not only my experience but my professional experience.
Okay. Well, how can you willingly go into something with the fear that it won't work out? Was another part of that question.
Because you got to look at all the different aspects. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to look at all of what this woman is bringing to the situation, what you're bringing to the situation, and then you just make a professional assessment. You know what I'm saying? Because, if somebody's coming with this or that and the third, you already know. So if you come into a situation, so for example, if you're coming into a situation, a woman has children, you may have one, or whatever the case might be, but usually here in the United States of America, you know what I'm saying, is that, that child is more than likely, for the man, is going to be staying with that woman, you know what I'm saying, that you had that child with, you know what I'm saying, so that man is almost basically he's basically like by himself, you know what I'm saying, he's not allowed, or he's not being able to be that day-to-day father, you know what I'm saying, and be there. Although he may want to be involved in that child's life, you know what I'm saying, it's just not how it's kind of set up, here. But so for the most part, you're getting a guy that has a child, but it's kind of like you really don't.
I mean, you got more freedom because the child is not, with you 100%.
100% of that time.
Unlike, like me, I'm a single mom. So my kids, they're always with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether they're getting older or not. But so you got more time to be in these streets, to play or do, or basically do you. Right. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no, okay.
Yeah, you don't have those attachments. Which, like I said, for the guy, man, I don't want nobody to take that out of context. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that guy does not want to be there. That might be because of that man's work schedule. That might be because, other outside, you know what I'm saying, problems or entities might come into that. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like that person does not want to be there. So I know a lot of guys that want to be there, but it's just complicated in regards to not being able to, just be present like you really want to be.
Okay. All right. And the last one that I caught on the comments that I thought was interesting was, if you've seen, you talked in the last episode, you talked about, all these years of in your family, marriages that, long marriages, and you grew up around that. Absolutely. If you've seen healthy relationships, why do you feel like it's not possible to have one or create one within yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's possible. But to replicate those sorts of relationships, I don't know how possible it is. I don't want to say never on anything. But I just think that with this, like I said, with this today's woman and this today's society and how we live, like, it's gonna be kind of tough.
It's different.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, those people normally built those relationships and those families from the ground up. And so oftentimes today we got to come in situations where a family is already there, and so either, like I said, and for the most part, men got to fit in that situation or whatever the case is. But kind of previous how I spoke in that particular regard, you know, because you don't have that child every day. So normally a man got to come fit in that situation. You know what I mean? Because especially, you know, being that, you know, in between them 30s and them 40s, you know, somebody, you know, that woman is going to have, you know, multiple children or may have a child and you may have one as well. And so it's just trying to figure it out,
trying
man.
to put it together.
Like, how can we put it together? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can that work and work in a healthy way, in a healthy manner? Like, you know, because sometimes that woman too comes from a situation where she's been having to, you know, fend for herself and her children for so long. You know what I'm saying? And then you're trying to come into a situation. Now she's been the masculine and the feminine, and now you got this, and then now you got this man that's coming in. You know what I'm saying? And he's not able to lead the situation properly. And then you might go through 5 years of just trying to figure that out. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we got to be extremely patient with each other. You know what I'm saying? And trying to balance that thing, because that might take a while. You know what I'm saying? But how much?
That's the right word, patience. It takes a lot of patience and sacrifices. Yeah. I mean, me personally, I've been a single mom my whole, you know, and so like you said, I don't want to be masculine. I won't, you know, I want to be able to let my guard down and be free, but it's like, I've been doing it the whole time. So it's like. And so for a woman like that, to me, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for her to really, really, really hone into her femininity. That's true. You know what I'm saying? And it makes this world that make that tough for you. You know what I'm saying? And then most women in that situation, they don't know how to be submissive. And I know with this woman nowadays, when they hear that word submissive, you know what I'm saying? That's another one of those keywords, and it just mess them up. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, they feel like, because the first thing a female, when you talk to somebody, a woman about being submissive, they feel like, oh, I got to be kissing your ass. Right. Oh, I'm going to be kissing your ass. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing this. Oh, I'm supposed to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the great Kevin Samuel said it like this in regards to submission, which I think is the best thing and the best term I've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? And it's just being submissive is just one that's that's just okay. So we all work jobs, right? Absolutely.
Okay. And so that's someone that when you're on your job, you got to either you was a manager or somebody managed you, right? Okay. So when you went through that type of situation or whatever the case is on those jobs or whatever the case, right? So what happens is that when your supervisor tells you how to do something, or hey, you know what I'm saying, or try to correct you, just ask you to do something, do you willingly do it? Or do you have like this attitude? You know what I'm saying? You begrudgingly want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Willingly do it to keep your job.
Right.
You know?
But I'm saying, so what I'm saying is, in regards to being submissive, how my man put it was that this is something that you willingly do. I don't care whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? To submit is to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it with a smile on my face. See, that's that old school level I'm talking about.
I mean, that's what it is then. You know, it's different. Like you said, I feel like the roles are reversed nowadays.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So when you got a woman who's, so when you got a woman who's already lived that particular life, or they're living it, when they you know, like I said, you're going to run into women, they're going to be single, they're going to have, you know, children or whatever the case is. They don't know how to submit.
That's true.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You don't know how to just be, you don't know how to just be a willing participant. If I ask you to do something, I need you to do it with a smile, baby.
Okay.
I need you to, you know what I'm saying? I don't need you to do that begrudgingly. You know what I'm saying? Your face is all bent up. You got an attitude, all that kind of stuff, man. I just need you to do that.
Okay. I mean, you know, and then like I said, I think it's different from, you know, our generation definitely is when everybody wants to, you know, do their own thing. It's so much negativity stuff when it comes to relationships nowadays.
It's that me thing.
Yeah, it's always, it's never about us. It's always about, like you said, them or me. Yeah. My grandparents will be married almost 70 years this year.
That's what's up. It's a blessing.
It's a blessing, but you know, the stuff, you know.
And I know it ain't been easy.
Oh, it ain't. I know it ain't. You know. Yeah. So it's like, you know, I commend my grandmother, you know, even at this point. My grandfather's older, so she's his full-time caretaker now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
It's a beautiful thing.
You know, most women nowadays have been like...
Yeah, they'll go.
Boy, bye. You know what I'm saying? So...
Hey, trust you me, man. Hey, I done been sick, man, and I ain't, you know, and I've never received the type of proper care that I feel like that I should have received. I sure didn't. When I know another person been sick and how I treated them and how I was treated was totally different. So I know.
But I feel like nowadays we have to realize what we would do for somebody.
Yeah.
We want the same thing, but I don't expect it because they're not me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like whatever it is, like just because if I do this for you or whatever, that don't mean. But anyway.
Yeah, but I don't know if you've you ever seen that old Martin episode when he got sick? All. Yeah, so remember when he got sick and he had his mama come over there and Gina was mad at him. Hey, I'm telling you, man. Hey, that's how I be, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm calling mama, man. Hey, my mama was sick. You know what I'm saying? They need to come on through her, man. Get me together, boy. Hey,
I mean, hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, you
know, you gotta know. You gotta know where that love is at, man. You gotta know what side your bread is really buttered on, man. Because boy, listen here, you'll get down, man, and people you think it's close to you, man, was not.
But that's when you really know who's down for you when you're down.
I've been there. I've been there, know all about it.
Yeah, that's when you know when you're down. So, okay, well, what are some of the points or some of the things you want to, get off your chest from maybe last week's episode or, what are some of the things you want to, clear up or set the record straight?
Yeah. So one of the comments, you know what I'm saying, that came out was in regards to a certified Playboy being sexually irresponsible, man. That is not me, man. I pass up a lot more than I get. You know what I'm saying? I do not have to go philandering in somebody's bed night in and night out, which I could do. Trust you me, but that is not my thing, man. I sleep by myself most nights, man. Sometimes I get out of a young lady's bed, man, and go into my crib, man. Go lay down,
spending the night. I'm going home.
Yeah, man. Shit, I'll be chilling, man. I don't be needing all that. You know what I'm saying? So I want a certified Playboy is not one who throws himself around all over the town, man. Let me make that very clear. Dudes like me, we are not sexually irresponsible, which we could be. You know what I'm saying? But that is not my thing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That ain't none of my partners' things, man, to live the same sort of lifestyle like myself, man. That just ain't the bag, you know what I'm saying, that we in.
I think it's just the word, that, it comes off as, a player or, a womanizer or a man who likes to, entertain a lot of women, whatever, what I'm saying? So it's just the word in itself that a lot of women probably don't receive it the way you portray it, I guess I should say. Is that kind of?
I think that's 100. I think it's 100% a fact. You know what I'm saying? And nah, man, that's not us, man. This is not what we do. You know
what does a Playboy do?
What do the Playboy do? What you mean by what they do?
No, I'm just saying, like, what is it that why is this Playboy the word that
let me reverse that for a second.
Okay, thank you.
Let me ask you a question for a second.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, I don't need you to do that now. You know what I'm saying? We've really recently met each other. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? We didn't kick back and been in different little spots and hung out and things of that nature. You know what I'm talking about? And man, so what was your first impression of me?
Oh, okay. My first impression, we was in a group setting. A lot of people was around or whatever.
Right.
I didn't know you from a can of paint. Right. But I don't judge people. So, the first time I actually officially met you at this group setting, it was more like, I'm gonna say majority of the other women that was there was like, he think he all that. He coming off like he's just, big pimping or, what I'm saying, whatever, based off of some of the conversations. But me, I never judged you.
I see. I was having some side conversations over there.
It was, I ain't gonna say it was no side. It was pretty verbal to you too, cause somebody called you out. Yeah, she had got the little liquid courage, but
I seen that.
It was.
But how did I handle her though? Was I disrespectful?
No, you wasn't. You wasn't disrespectful or rude. You pretty much let her speak, and get whatever she had off her chest, and you just kind of, you commented what what it was after that.
Right.
Moving forward, fast forward, hit the fast forward button.
Right, because we hung out. We hung out in another, atmosphere.
Yeah. So, this Oklahoma City. Everybody know everybody. We be at some, frequent at a lot of the same places. So,
absolutely.
because I remembered your face from the group setting.
Right.
I would come up to you, be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And one time you looked at me like, and you was like, "Oh, I thought you was gonna start swinging on me." I'm like, "No, sir. Like, I don't know what that's about. That's not. I was just speaking."
Right.
But then, you know, we kind of had some different moments where we was just vibing. You know what I'm saying? So the point of you in the moment, you know, the vibe was just cool. You know what I'm saying? We had a great time. That time, I felt like that was off. The stuff that people portray you as or see you as until they get to know you. So I'm like, oh, he's really a dope man. Like, we had some very dope conversations. You know what I'm saying? And it was pretty cool. So I think you're a very good man, you know, from what I know. But what the world don't know yet, you know what I'm saying? They looking at Mr. Playboy. So that's all they see you as. So
we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna keep going in, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep these episodes.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you the same question you just asked me.
What's happening?
So, you know, from the time that we originally met at the group game setting or whatever, until now, like, what was your perception of me? Because we see each other a lot. We run into each other a lot.
Yeah, man, shit, I thought you was cool. You know what I'm saying, man? Shit, you're a dope person, man. You got a dope vibe with you, man. I like and love your energy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You seem very outgoing, man. You know what I'm saying, man? You turned your boy on to some darts and shit of that nature, man. We have fun, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? Man, you cool, man. I fuck with you,
man. You had fun playing darts.
Okay,
shit,
we might have to go play some goddamn darts tonight after we leave this thing. I don't know, you know what I mean?
Drinks on Mikey with the darts.
Damn, I thought that was going to be on you, baby.
Hey, I got it. I ain't tripping.
Oh, that's it, man.
Okay.
Me too.
It ain't nothing. Say less.
I'm a gentleman first.
So, any other questions as to what you would like to know from the female perspective, or?
No, man. You know, but one thing I did want to address, man, it was a couple, you know, I seen a couple dudes, you know what I'm saying, jumping in them comments and this and the third, man. Hey, man, check this out, man. Hey, man, y'all boys, man. Hey, man, put your real draws on, man.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, man, don't be out here, man, trying to cap for these women, man. They do not respect that, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? Stand on your tools, man. Stand on your tools, man. Be you. You know what I'm talking about, man? Hey, you ain't got to go be nobody else but yourself, man. And these women going to come running to you, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? I mess with y'all boys, man, but you know what? Stop with all that weenie shit, man.
Okay.
You know
get off that weenie. Get off that goofy shit.
Yeah,
I mean, that's one thing I do like about you. You stand on what you say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I haven't never had a conversation with you where you've, you know, to me, contradicted anything that you said before. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You are who you are. We are who we are. And be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is taken. So just be you. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, it's been a dope little thing, man.
Okay.
I appreciate you, know what I'm saying, you coming through, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Doing your thing, man, and joining your boy tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially on such a short notice, man. My girl came through for me, man.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a big shout out to you. You know what I'm talking about?
Thank
Anybody
you
want to give a shout out to?
Man,
you know what I'm talking about? Give you those social media handles too or anything like that?
Definitely want to give a shout out to God. You know, I sound like I'm in church, who's the head of my life. Definitely want to give a shout out to my two babies. They definitely keep me going. Niera and little baby, mommy love y'all. Also, you know, I'm doing my little thing in promoting. So China Doll Entertainment coming soon. Y'all come holler at your girl. And Mikey, special shout out to you for having this platform and definitely allowing me to sit with you today.
Man, that's what's up, man. Hey, this has been another episode of It's Just a Part of the Thing podcast, man. Hey, man, before I get up out of here, man, hey, man, you boys, man, y'all want to get fly, man, y'all want to get fresh, man, with that, get on, man. Hey, man, come holler at me, man. You know what I'm talking about, man, designed by Mikey, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey,